Hello and welcome back. I'm Jennifer with Watercolor Girlfriend, and maybe this is your first time visiting. And we like to do a lot of watercolor painting here in about 30 minutes or less, and we love to work in our sketchbooks. It's fun to, have a collection, things that you've visited, places in your life, meals in your life, everyday things. We love to paint almost all of it. So I hope you'll come back if this is your first time. Otherwise, welcome back. And today we are going to paint a little looser. If you checked out the last painting, the last video, we did a painting of an urban landscape, which was a place that me and my family visited this kind of chilly time, and I didn't get a chance to get out and do any painting on that particular day, so I actually brought home some pictures, and so I'm going to do another one of those today. And that can be a really fun way to capture some of your memories without, always having to stop if it's just not going to work for you or your family, or it's too cold or too rainy or whatever. And you're going to see that this painting, unlike the last one, is going to be even looser. So it's really fun to paint. It's really fun to do an urban sketch, a nice ink drawing, and then just come back over with some nice washes and not really take into account the lines and staying within the lines and, being all particular about where you put all your colors. Even some of the, you'll notice that some of the, I just show you. You see that's some, I just left the foliage, the sage white. And it doesn't always have to fill all the areas. It's fun to kind of just breathe and relax and have a good time with whatever you're painting and not get too particular about it, right? So I also wanted to mention that I will be using some ink pens, which I talk about a lot. And in this one, we're going to use the Sharpie one again. I've been trying it out a number of times to see how much I love them and don't like them or whatever. And I've mentioned it before, but I did get maybe an older pack, so they kind of wear out. But it's more of a felt tip. So if that's something you want to give a try, they're real inexpensive, but my favorite is tends to be the ballpoint, or the roller ball one. And then I'm also gonna try the old, pretty soon you'll see some videos with that in it, the fountain pen, which can be really fun to play around with as well. Keep your interests so you can try different things. But whatever you choose, you might even choose the Sharpie, kind of the traditional Sharpie ultra thin ones. Other than that one, you kind of should wait just a little bit so they don't bleed. And you can test it with some water in the corner of your painting or whatever. You can even do a little sketch maybe on the back of some of the ink pens you want to draw with, and then add some water and see how long kind of they take to dry, so that you can add water and your colors to them and they don't bleed, if that's not the look you like. Oh, can you see the sun is coming and going and changing the color on the darkness on the video, so I apologize if it gets a little darker. But I also wanted to mention, if you haven't done one of these yet for your watercolor paints, this is a really nice thing to start off with, and always, have with you kind of to refer to. And then it's already just kind of set aside for you already as to what you have in your kit. And you can even do one that's set up exactly the way you have your paints in your palette. And it's just such a nice reference to, oh, I want to use something like that, this is how it turns out. You can even do one where you mix a bunch of them and label that, so you know what those two kind of look like. I tend to mix my paints as I go. Some people like to mix them first, although with watercolors, it, as you go can be just fine. And but it can be helpful, and you can make a smaller one, something for travel, that kind of thing. I'm just going to let you watch the painting this time. Feel free to fast forward any of it. I have the sketching part sped up a little bit, but you can speed it up even more. You can turn down the volume for the music if you don't really love that, and turn up your own music. You can paint along with it. That's always a great time. You can take a minute, stop this video, go and find a photo that you have that you took on a trip that you took last time on your phone or traditionally, and you can paint that as we paint along together, and just have a really good time and try to relax and enjoy yourself, and I'll see you at the end. Enjoy. back. So I hope you enjoyed that and it encouraged you to do a little painting of your own from your visits to wherever your vacation takes you, or even somewhere even in your local area. It doesn't have to be something where you went away on a trip, but it's fun to, take a picture that you have on your phone and make that into watercolor painting. That's awesome. And look, this took under 30 minutes. It's a nice way to relax and maybe create your own memories. And, I'm going to take this and take a picture. I'm going to put it on my digital frame that we have in our kitchen. It's just another fun way to, enjoy watercolor painting. And I'd love to see you over on my blog. I have some other articles and great stuff that talks about choosing your paints and choosing your papers. Because sometimes, you order them and you don't know what you're going to get. So how do you choose a paper when you don't get to touch it or feel it, or you haven't even used it before? You wanted to try something new, but I don't know, and you don't even touch it. So I give you some tips over there, and then you can look at all the paintings I do. I hope that could give you some inspiration and some ideas and maybe some techniques you wanted to try in your own paintings, and build up your sketchbook as well. So until next time, thanks for coming by and watching. Bye.